Good day everyone. Welcome to another episode in our series. Together we learn how to be better pet owners and how to make our pets happier. Join us. Today we will talk about dangerous little ticks. All of us who have pets, especially dogs and cats that go outside and into nature, should be very aware of the existence and danger of these little pests. Even if you don't have a pet, you should know that ticks are very happy to attack humans too. That's why we need to know as much as possible about them in order to protect ourselves and our dear pets. To begin with, let's see what they are. Ticks are external parasites, living by feeding on the blood of mammals, birds, and sometimes reptiles and amphibians. Adult ticks are approximately 3 to 5 millimeters in length depending on fullness. We assume that you already know all that. If you still haven't turned off the video from the nastiness, listen to why they are life-threatening. Ticks can be infected with bacteria, viruses, or parasites. Some of the most common tick-borne diseases like babesiosis, ehrlichiosis, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, anaplasmosis, southern tick-associated rash illness, tick-borne relapsing fever, and tularemia. Most common tick-borne disease is Lyme disease, caused by Borrelia burgdorferi, is a potentially serious bacterial infection affecting both humans and animals. Tick disease can kill patients, but it can also lead to serious long-term health effects and complications which themselves can be deadly. Pretty nasty, we agree. Ticks are widely distributed around the world, especially in warm, humid climates. That is why sometimes their appearance is largely related to the season. In our country it is the case in spring, summer and autumn, depending on the year. What is the situation with ticks in your country? They are very light, sometimes they are carried by the wind, so they can be found everywhere, in yards, forests, meadows, parks, lawns, practically everywhere. Hunting dogs are of course at a rather high risk, because they hunt in the wilderness, where is thick grass, and wild animals, which can have them also. That's why it is extremely important that after every suspicious stay outside, you check your animal, and of course yourself. Ticks like to crawl on animal over the paws and the areas under the legs, on the ears, neck, and belly. First, when they get attached to an animal, they bite it and start drinking its blood, and the longer it is there, the bigger it gets. A single bite can transmit many potentially deadly bacteria. When we find a tick, it is necessary to pull it out as soon as possible. If you do it yourself, make sure you pluck the whole tick out, because if the head remains, it can cause complications. It would be best to use protective gloves and special curved tweezers, after which you will wash the wound and hands with soap and water. One of the useful things that you may need in this situation is your pet's first aid kit. We talked about it in one of the previous videos. The link for it is in the description. Of course, pay attention to the animal's behavior in the next few weeks, whether it is healthy, whether it is taking food, whether it is in a good mood, whether it is inactive. Therefore, it might be best to send the removed tick for analysis, because you can never be too sure, and if you cannot remove it yourself, you must seek the help of your veterinarian. If you notice any signs of illness in your pet or yourself after removing the tick, seek professional help immediately. Perhaps for these very reasons you should not remove them yourself. Whether it's you or the pet in question, perhaps it is better to seek the help of a doctor. You can always resort to one of the methods on your own, such as vinegar, various oils, etc., but we personally do not advise it. It doesn't mean that every tick will be infected, but you can never know. That's why it's extremely important to implement preventive measures. Consult with your veterinarian about the best medicines and correct use of it. Regularly and conscientiously approach the treatment against ticks, because they can mean the difference between life and death for your pet. All of this is also absolutely same for cat owners. We just assume that you will definitely need someone's help to keep your kitty calm while you struggle with the tick. We hope that you learned something new today, or that we simply reminded you of this problem. Always do your research, ask vets and experts for help, always be careful, and that's how you help your pet most and yourself of course. A good owner is responsible and conscientious. Let's take care of our dear pets, and provide them with a safe and carefree stay in nature. That would be all for today's lesson. Join us in the next episode, and don't forget to subscribe and like. Also ring that bell, so you don't miss the next class. Stay safe and happy. And don't forget, love and respect all your pets, and enjoy the time you are given to spend together.